Imagine you are a Navy SEALs operator and you want a gun for yourself. Which is the gun you should choose from? M4 is probably the most popular option. It is the standard issue rifle used by the U.S. military and in service since the 1990s. The M4 works on a direct impingement system. Basically, the combustion gases come out of the barrel and into a gas tube. The very first kinds of DI gun used the gas to push the bolt back, cycling the gun. But in the Colt M4, the gas travels inside the bolt and pushes forward on the rotating bolt mechanism, pushing back the bolt carrier in process. This system has many benefits, like every moving part is in line with each other, which sends the force of recoil straight into the shooter, reducing muzzle climb and reduces wear and tear on the parts. The DI system also manages to put a free-floating barrel into the M4. Free-floating barrel is preferred to have in a rifle as it is more accurate. The accuracy of a stock M4 is said to be around 1 minute of angle, which means that it can land 80% of its shots in a 1-inch circle at 100 meters or a 4-inch circle at 400 meters. Being a Navy SEAL, swimming is a part of your job, but the M4 doesn't behave well with the water. The direct impingement system is very vulnerable to water getting into it. So the M4, in spite of its pros, might not be good enough for the job. But what about the AK? AK and AK derivative rifles work on a long-stroke gas piston cycle. Basically, the combustion gases push on a piston which is connected to the bolt. This system is very resilient to water and all kinds of foreign objects ingestion. The AK is, as always, reliable, but there are problems with it too. Special operations operators usually suppress their rifle, but suppressors don't work well on an AK because the high-pressure gases after pushing the piston are released in the air. The gases produce sound, which breaks the point of having a suppressor. In a DI gun, the gases are in the bolt and released after the pressure drops, so no sound is produced. The gas piston also lacks a free-floating barrel, because of which the long-stroke rifles are generally not as accurate. For example, the AK and the FAL are able to attain a maximum accuracy of 2 to 4 minute of angles, or in simpler terms, they are able to land 80% of their shots in a circle of 2 to 4 inches at 100 meters. The lack of a scope mount is also a problem. The AK and the FAL have a removable top cover, which makes it easier to service but is not a solid platform to mount a scope on. A scope needs to be lined, or what is commonly called as zeroed, with the rifle. Without a fixed mount, the scope won't be able to hold alignment for long. Seems like preferring water resistance over performance does more harm than good. What if we could have the performance of the DI system and the reliability of the long-stroke system in a single package? That's where the short-stroke gas piston comes in. The HK-416, the gun which killed Osama bin Laden, is a good example of a short-stroke gas piston rifle. The short-stroke system is very similar to the long-stroke system. The difference is that the piston is not connected to the bolt. It is a spring-loaded separate part which pushes the bolt and comes back to its place. The piston also encloses the gas tube, so it is very resistant to water and foreign object ingestion. The short stroke also works well with suppressors, as there are no high-pressure gases being released from the gas tube. Just like its longer brother, the short stroke system also lacks a free-floating barrel, thus having similar accuracy like the AK and the FAL. The short stroke gas piston seems to be the most reasonable compromise among all the systems, but the conventional direct impingement system still stands as the most accurate, least recoiling, and lightest among the bunch. On the other hand, the long-stroke gas piston is the most reliable, which are attributes preferred by the common infantrymen. The short stroke is useful in a very specific condition where the firearm has to be suppressed and water ingestion is very likely, which are situations which a special operations operator can find himself in, but for the common infantry, the conventional operating systems are the best.